Nothing that I say is
You
true.
already know I'm going straight in. Hey. What up, though? Hey. To all the niggas on the blocks, what up, though? I got a question for your man. What up, though? Where your people at? What up, though? What you smoking on? What up, though? I got a question. If your people was in a spot cause they was on the bus and they took a spot in that place that keep them boxed in, where you gotta always watch your chin. When they go out, they on the yard, but the question is who holding the yard down and which yard are they holding down, and if they holding it down, how they holding it down. Well, guess what? All niggas, our yard is what we standing on. They took over our yard. They standing on our yard. The fuck? What you gonna do if a motherfucker standing on your yard? Are you gonna just look at them in your yard and say, oh, I got a guard, dog, but don't worry about it, dog. You can stand in my yard, dog, even though I don't want you in my yard, dog. It's like, do you get pacified and let motherfuckers keep letting they dog come in your yard, dog, and shit and piss in your yard, dog? What you gonna do, yard dog? I ain't talking about the niggas on the yard. Y'all niggas, I ain't telling you what to do. It's just a question for the niggas that ain't in the box. It's the niggas that's out of the box that's standing on the yard too.
With the niggas from their yard.
Do you let a motherfucker keep pissing and shitting in your yard? Do you let a motherfucker keep kicking your box, taking your commissary like they hard
On your yard.
I ain't talking about the niggas in the box. I'm talking to niggas that's outside the box, who mental in a box that continually walk around in their boxers or on the game, chilling in their box, while motherfucker outside in their yard. Motherfucker coming past in they leotards and they big ass shoes and they little bitty dogs, and lead them to your yard, shitting and pissing all around your house like they a hog, and you just stay on your game and you keep eating food and keep on streaming and gaining weight, and motherfuckers keep coming in your yard. Your girl come home, she says, what the fuck is this in the grass? We don't got a dog and it's keep getting shit, nigga. Are you coming out here with your ass shitting in? Why I keep piling up? Why you ain't doing nothing about it? You letting a motherfucker come in our yard, shitting and pissing, and they dog coming and shitting and pissing, and they around the corner, and last time I seen that nigga, he had on a leotard shitting and pissing. He took the leotard off, he squatted and shitted by your car. You ain't do nothing but wipe it off before you went to work. Lord. That's it. You need to go to work. Us. I'm just saying. They ain't gonna let motherfuckers stay in their yard. Right. That's all I'm saying. Just a hypothesis, something to think about. Till next time, philosopher 80 Jones, the God creator. You heard me? Oh yeah, and let me explain something to the individuals that think you could just come in people's yard and take what's in people's yard. The scriptures say we forgive us our trespassers, but just because we forgive you don't mean it ain't no repercussions. So let's go on to the repercussions that you've been forgiven of. You know what I'm saying? So let me explain something to you, how the universe operates. Now, there has been a super sped up level of karma, so we all know this. But individuals that recognize that somebody is siphoning or stealing from them, it says vengeance is of the Lord's. So basically, they have chosen not to come towards you. So the guy on the game, you saying he a bitch ass nigga, he ain't doing nothing? Well, I think, it don't matter what I think. In that situation, he could be saying silent prayers and staying on the game so he won't have to blast a motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Maybe he needs to keep his mind occupied before he wind up in that box. And maybe it's a setup from a demonic force inside of the other person to provoke the individual they know is assistant with the universe's work. You see what I'm saying? You might call the nigga a no good nigga cause he always on the game. But by him being on the game, the nigga ain't out robbing, he ain't out shooting, he ain't out doing wrong stuff. He ain't out cheating, he in the house. The kids in the house with him, so he watching and spending time with his kids when they come downstairs. He ain't saying, get out of my way, move. He's pause the game or let his men can keep coming back. You know what I'm saying? So he gonna pay attention to his kids. He's tentative, the house is being guarded, the dog is fed, the house is clean, he works. What's the issue, right? Oh, it's your time. Well, you guys have to like divide it out, because when you got your shows or on the phone with your girls on live, you don't announce to him, like, so y'all just gotta work that part out. But to the individuals that don't think no karma coming to you for doing wrong stuff to people, let me give you a little something. Now this is spiritual update number 3. This is amendment number 3. You didn't think they was gonna be coming this fast, but this is number 3. So this is for the entities. Which I mean by entities, corporations, because a corporation is headed by a CEO, have a board of directors, which leads all the people, which if the people following the leadership of the leadership, they're only held accountable for so many deeds they do within the organization. God's law, man law, as well as in spirituality. An example would be if the CEO actually said, listen, we're changing over to a more spiritually based company, and this is what we believe. If you're not believing this, it's fine if you want to stay, but we're going to be heavy into this. We're not going to go against what you believe, but this is what we pushing. This is our focus, our religion, our agenda, right? It's up to the employees to make the decision, like, okay, they're gonna roll with that, even if that decision is demeaning other people. See, they've decided to roll with that mission, but not for the sake of the mission. See, it's about their heart. It ain't about the mission, it's about feeding their family because they can't find another job. Or this is what it is. So they not doing it with their heart and a mission, they doing it with their heart to feed their children. So their intention of their action is to feed their children. So therefore, their intention of participating is not your agenda, which is to harm or flatten other people. Number 1, okay? Let's get that part out. And if you want to keep it on a collegiate level, let's just say that's point A. Under the main thesis, let's just say that point A. Yeah, I'm giving y'all a free college class today. I ain't gonna call it free, cause it take time, bitch. Welcome to a mastery level class that I'm actually letting you get this. The universe told me to give you this mastery level class, so here we go. Now, for the individual, so whatever happens to the company, let's say the company got a bunch of immigrants that don't supposed to be there. When the people rush that Fortune 500 company that's been, doing illegal activity, that's just one thing, such as that. When those officers raid that place, they're gonna arrest the people there, the people that's illegal, which, yay, is what it is. The thing though is, if some bad stuff happened to those people, like head bust, broken bones and stuff like that, that's on the company and the owners and board of directors to help make those decisions to get them people. If some people that work there help the officers come by opening the door or letting them in through a code, they're not held accountable. They just work there. If they don't do it, they're fired if they've been instructed. So move them to the side. Karma for any corporation, any entity on the planet, okay? The head, listen, the creators, the inceptors, the people that have the idea to create the corporation, the individuals that are funding the corporations, the stockholders, the shareholders, the intent holders at the top that know and have the intention of, or sign up for what the intention of what the organization agenda is for is who's responsible for the karma. Those individuals as well as their generations, their children's 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 children's. This is why. Okay, this is not just me, this is why. Because the pain, trauma, negativity, ritual, whatever they do with their intention, their generations is gonna benefit from it, good or bad, right? You gotta take the good with the bad. If you got a quarter in your hand, it got heads and tails. It gotta have both sides to be spendable, right? So you gotta have both sides of the coin when you doing business deals, especially if they spiritual. So basically, your intent, if it's negative, you cursed. You and your generations. Until the last dollar is spent from what you gain with interest, which means it's a tithe, which means it's 10 times more. It ain't a 10% on top. Your tithe in the spiritual world is 10 times more. You got to do 10 times more to work to give it back. So if you hurt 1,000 people, yeah, 10,000. You got to help to balance the scales. Because those 10,000 you hurt got kids that got hurt, and grandkids and nieces, nephews, people, friends. You got to pay. You got to pay. And yeah. And for those pesky organizations / people, anybody that funds the intention of negativity, we're talking specific thievery now. We're talking levels of thievery. Now, you got petty theft, right? You know, hey, buy, get out. If it ain't on a certain amount of money, just get out. Insurance is paid for it, whatever. Now, you got certain levels of theft where it goes higher, 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 higher the offense. What makes you think in the spiritual world that's not the same? Okay? If you still in the eat, get out, eat, go. Take the little cupcake, go. Take some food, get a cent, man. Put the cupcake back. Go get some fruit, some vegetables, and the water, and go. All right? Reverse osmosis water. Now, for individuals that steal from higher ranked individuals in the spirit, I'm not just gonna say chosen ones, because there's people higher ranked than chosen ones, there's people lower ranked than chosen ones. Just walking the planet. So the level that you steal from them, you owe that times 10, you and your generations. You and your corporation might enjoy it right now, but your health is probably not gonna allow you to enjoy it every dollar spent. See, every dollar you have from it is now a curse on your corporation, as well as any individual's families who has intent, okay? Now, the only way to get rid of that curse is to spend every dollar. Every dollar you earn, every interest dollar you earn is cursed, because it's stolen, cursed money. So as long as you have possession of stolen, cursed money, and your family does, you're cursed. Your health is not gonna be the best. Your mental is not gonna be the best. Their wombs is not gonna function. His stuff is not gonna work right. Mentally, their generations is gonna have all kind of ailments. No matter what type of medical they try to get, it's spiritual. It's not gonna work because you stole, because you took from people who's been given things by the universe to bring forth to the planet to uplift their people. You took that and you reversed it to your monetary vision to gain lizard papers, or wherever you from, whatever currency you use. So by you stealing from the divine, right, you owe them. And it's 10 times, the tithe is 10 times more than tithes and interest. Tithes and interest. Tithes and interest. Tithes and interest. So like, I'ma just use some examples how the universe been tallying your demise.